till here you are all with me. So the interview workshop objective we have set. We have set the structure of the interview. We have done the introduction and greetings, right? Then the employer questions. These are typically the questions which they'll ask from the resume itself. They'll ask something about your previous job or an internship. What did you cover in that internship? What did you work around that? Right? And they'll ask some of your behavioral traits. What did you do in that internship? What was your role? Right? So that is basically a skill that they want to know with an attribute of behavior. Right. So the employer questions in this phase are not personal. They'll stick only to the resume. Right. So behavior based interviewing is they want to understand what you did in past, and if some situation like this happen, what was your past experience or the past reaction. So they expect the similar, so they're trying to predict your behavior in a way, right? And they'll ask you to give an example which was best of the skill that you have delivered, right? Sayed, you have a question? Sayed and Sadhan, you can unmute yourself and ask.
Yes, sir. Sir, there will be one more question. Like I got those questions when I was interviewed.
Huh.
Like they'll ask, "Why should we hire you?" So at that time, I got you know panicked. That
Didn't know how to answer.
yeah,
Right. So these are behavior questions, right? That why they should hire you. So ideally, one is that you should answer in a way that you require this X amount of skills, right? That's the reason you're recruiting. So I have the skills which will match to your expectation. So generally, they want to understand what are the skills that you're putting on table, that you're bringing on table, so that it becomes easier for them to map. So in a way, they are only asking about your skills, but in a different term, right? So what are the skills? Let's say a job position is for marketing intern. And if they ask you why they should hire you, they are expecting an answer based on what marketing skills do you have and what inputs you can give, what skills you are bringing on table, right? So that's the answer you should be forming around. So your structured answer should be around those skills, right? So this behavior interview has four components, right? Which is a star. So situation, task, action, and results. So they'll ask some questions based on situation. They'll give you a situation and they'll ask how will you do it? Or they might give you a task and ask you to perform that task. So there are action interview where they'll expect, so these are the four components of behavioral interview. Actions are something that they expect you to take during the course of interview, right? And the results. So results are generally, so in CV, in resume building session, we covered that your whatever you mention in your CV should be action oriented, should start with action verb, right? Or should have figures, should have numbers. Let's say the sales growth with my contribution, the sales growth has increased by 10%, something like that, right? Something like that they are expecting. So these are four components of behavioral interview. So there might be situation, there might be task that they want you to do, they want some actions that can be taken during the course of interview, and the results are you mention it in your CV that what you did to bring that results, right? So these are the four components of behavioral interview, right? So the review and questions is what skill is the question addressing. So they'll ask question for which they're expecting that you give an example based on what skill do you have. So in the entire interview structure, they only want to know what skill you are contributing, right? So So one example that I've put is give an example of when you had to persuade other to your point of view. So this is a situation, right? That they are giving you a situation and they want you to answer. So the ideal behavioral answer can be, I was part of negotiating team for my department when we negotiated our last contract. Let me tell you, the bargaining on this one was tough. No one wanted to give an inch, but in the end, we got them to agree to the most of our demands. So this is a very broad answer of you are putting one skill on table, which is negotiating skills. Right. So with every question they ask, they are expecting a skill to be attached in the answer. So here we are giving an example of negotiating. Right. So again, a situation, I was part of negotiating team for my department. The supplier wanted a large increase of 8%. Right. Now, these are in context to giving a number to it. Right. So the answers are, so if you see the answer is structured in a way, first part is the situation. This is the situation part. These are answers, and this is the reason why you are giving that answer. Right. So it's a very structured format. Right. I listened carefully to the supplier need. I collected the data that supported my argument that 8% was unreasonable. I also presented the analytical data to support the position. I also worked with the management to change some requirements so it would be less costly for the supplier. And the reason that you're giving is the final agreement was for only 5% increase, saving us $5 lakh. Right? I learned the importance of really listening to the supplier, collecting and analyzing data. So this is an answer that you are giving based on a situation, the answer and a reasoning. Right. So your answer should include these three components. Are you all with me? Till here, all of you are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you have any questions, you can raise your hand and ask me a question. Right. So what I've done in the presentation is I've written down some questions, some situations, and the ideal answer for them. So these are all behavioral interviews. So one example is give me an example of your ability to use analytical skills. So if you answer, I'm good at Excel and have created several spreadsheets to improve the process. So this doesn't include the reasoning answer. First is situation, the answer, and the reasoning. Right. So ideal answer will be, so what is missing in this answer is the situation and the task. Actions are missing, and results are vague. So we want something to give a very concrete answer. Right. So what will be the ideal answer to this? Can anybody attempt to this? Give me an example of your ability to use analytical skills. Do anybody wants to attempt this? Just a second, my battery is about to run out. Give me a second. My battery is about to run out. I'm trying to fix this with another system. Give me 2 minutes. You're able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So my screen is visible, right? What you're able to see? Yes. What you're able to see me? Can you tell me what you're able to see?
Effective star response.
Okay, fine. So yeah. So you're all good. Yeah. So we were in this situation. A better star answer for this question. Yeah. Give me an example of your ability to use analytical skills. So anybody wants to attempt this? No one. So it can be. I used to manage sales of my entire organization based on Excel because we didn't had a CRM system. So, so entire sales of the organization was roughly 5 lakh units of the product, and I was managing it through Excel, right? So you are giving a context that the sale is 5 lakhs units per month, and the reason is you're giving is because there is no CRM system, and for which you're using Excel, which is demonstrating your Excel skills. Did you understand this segment? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Right, because today you have to unmute yourself and speak. I'm not able to see how many of you are raising hands. See, now the next slide is prepare your stars. So, star performance is understanding the skills the company considered critical to success and your star answer. Right. So, star answer is nothing but a situation for which you are giving an answer and there has to be a reason. Right. So, the common areas covered in the behavioral interviews are leadership, teamwork, initiative, analytical ability, creativity, innovation, problem solving skill, customer and client relations. Right. This is what the company is expecting from you to answer in a behavioral interview. They want to understand your leadership skill, they want to understand your teamwork, the analytical ability. Right now, the analytical ability is given a foremost importance. Everybody wants employees to understand what are data telling you, and how do you analyze those data points. And the most important factor is how good are you in solving problems. Right? This is what they want to understand from you. So your behavioral interview will cover these topics. Are you making notes with me? Or it is just listening? So other common questions that you have to prepare is tell me about yourself or walk me through your CV. This is the basic question that you will get every time. That walk me through your CV. So what are the points that you should speak in that? So why did you decide to go to study in Cresta? Tell me about the time when you had an opportunity to lead others and what did you do? So the third question is based on your leadership skills. What are the strengths? What are your strengths and weaknesses? What achievement are you the most proud of? Why do you want to work for the company that you have applied? So these are basic questions, common questions that you will have every time you face an interview. Right. So you should be prepared with these questions. Right. Are you making notes of this? So when the interviewer asks you, tell me about yourself, you should include a story that demonstrates your two or three strengths, related to the position and how you can contribute to the company. This is what you should include, right? When they are asking you, tell me something about yourself, they are not asking you about your personal life. They only want to know how well you can perform in that company. This is what they are expecting from you. Right. So it has to be a 1 minute answer where you're sharing your idea about 2, 3 skills and why you're applying to this position. So they're only interested in understanding this. So when they ask you why you decided to join Cresta, right? So what skills they're accessing is they're looking for the X factor what your college has and the steps you took to decide, right? What are the factors that you considered while taking up that college, right? So they want to understand your decision making skills. And based on both the answers, right? Understanding the X factor of the college and your decision making criteria, there are amount of chances that they'll offer you. They'll be impressed with your answer. So only thing is they want to understand why this college, because they also want to measure the kind of college that you have studied in. When they ask you what are your strengths, they want to understand the skills that you have, the strength that you have related to that job position, related to that job. With, that is what they are interested in understanding. And how were they developed? This is what they want to understand from you. So when they ask you about your weakness, if you tell I don't have any weakness, that won't be possible because every human being has some weaknesses and some strength. Right? So it is okay to accept that these are some of your weaknesses, right? So that makes the company's job easy in understanding whether you'll be able to do that task or they need to hire somebody else to do that job. Or so it generally helps assessing how honest are you in answering, and second is how many tasks you'll be able to do, right? So this is what they are interested in understanding from you. Skip this slide. Now how to prepare for an interview. This is a very important process. So whenever you apply for a company, the first thing you should do is research about that company. How many branch offices they have, who is the CEO, what is CEO's background, what the company wants to do, what is their marketing strategy, what are the products that they are coming up with, what are their existing products, right? So that research you have to do. Then before applying, so whenever you are before applying to the interview, you should also again look back to your resume and again review it, right? So that whenever they ask you something about from your resume, you are able to answer them in a right way. The questions that we selected in the start, right? The common questions, your answer should be prepared for those common questions, right? So prepare a star response, right? So that is very important. And you should also ask, because at the end of the interview they'll ask, do you have any questions for us? Then you should ask them some genuine questions, right? That bothers you or that you want to know before applying to that company, right? So those are the questions that you should look at. So you should prepare those questions for the interviewer who is taking your interview, and you prepare yourself. That means you reach that venue 15-20 minutes before the scheduled interview time, right? You take deep breath before going attempting that interview, and you prepare yourself mentally to crack that interview well. So researching that company includes know the industry, know the company, know the job duties. So this we have covered. Review your resume have, how do your career goal align with the position? Do you have any stories for which, for every point that you have mentioned in the resume? And anticipate few questions based on your CV. That these are the kind of questions you'll get. Right? Prepare your star response that we have already included. So when you prepare questions for interviewer, you should consider multiple areas. One is the corporate values the company has, anticipated responsibilities, employment trends, measure of work performance, work environment, quality of work, right? So these are some of the questions that might bother you in future. Let's say you want to work with a company which is not best fit for you. Best fit means after joining that company, you don't feel happy, right? You don't get work satisfaction. So you should ask questions related to those areas so that your question should be based on how long you want to stay with that company, right? So those questions should be clarified. And again, you should demonstrate your knowledge of the industry. Let's say you're attempting an interview to GRS Fantasy Park, right? The question that you should ask about the industry is, right now we are in COVID situation where entertainment industry is highly impacted, right? So how do you cope up with that? And at that time, what would be what would be my responsibility of doing it? Right. So these are the questions which demonstrates knowledge and knowledge about the industry. And you're also asking a question which is sensible, right? You're asking them about your position, your job responsibility in those situations. Right. So this is the question that you should not ask, whether they hire for any international position or do you have any scope of going abroad while working with them. So that it gives an impression that you're not interested in the job role, you're only interested in going out of the country. So you should stick to the questions which are based on your job profile. Your closing should be always thank them, clarify if they haven't told you the next step. So you can ask them, what sir, what would be, sir, madam, what would be the next step? Will I get a call? Uh, how will I know whether I'm selected or not? So end with a looking forward or hearing to you kind of a statement, right? So the closing has to be very powerful. So when we say prepare yourself, your appearance, handshake, smile, confidence, all these things should be included. So just to summarize today's session, there are three P's, the three preparations that you have to do. Is prepare your star answers, right? Situation, task, analytical, and reasoning. Based on these four factors, you should answer. Right. So prepare few answers, which includes three P's. Prepare questions for interview or interviewer, and practice the delivery. You should sit in front of the mirror and start answering to the questions with confidence, right? So that should be your method of doing it, right? So you have to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself in three segments. Preparing yourself with a star answer, question for the interviewer, and you should practice the delivery. Where you'll sit, how you'll sit, what is the kind of confidence level that you want to bring in. All this should be there. So are you all with me in this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So so this was the end of the today's presentation. Yeah. So do you have any questions that you want to ask me? Any questions that you want to ask me?
Sir, they'll be asking one more question at the end. They'll be asking like what are you expecting from us?
Yeah, so that's an important question. So what they want to know is, so what are your expectation? Means it's a behavioral question, right? So they want to know, one is how long you are staying with that company. That's number one that they want to know from you, right? And apart from salary, what is that you are expecting, right? So generally it can be a accommodation or a vehicle or something that will help you do the job better, right? A laptop or something, right? So they're interested in understanding that whether they have to invest something in you, or that you're all prepared and you're just a job that will help you understand everything. So they're only interested in knowing this, the investment. So just to understand your total CTC, cost to company, they want to understand.
Okay, sir.
So I have a question.
Yes,
Uh,
Sanjana.
as a few of us have never been on an interview, we don't know how exactly the scenario will be. So, no
Hmm.
matter how much well prepared are we with our questionnaires and answers, yet we all we will have that anxiety of predicting of how will the interviewers be? Will they be rude, or how should I react to questions that I don't know the answers for? So, how do we face that anxiety?
See, if you are prepared with the kind of questions they are going to ask, the anxiety will not kick in, right? Because again, they are expecting, any interviewer knows that you are nervous while attempting an interview, right? So they only want to test your confidence. So they might put you into a stress interview. So that is one. Uh, and so can you repeat, Sinchana, can you repeat your question again?
Yes, sir. So, like, we all at our first interviews will be nervous because we don't know how exactly it practically works. So, how do we face that anxiety or that nervousness of facing the interviewers?
Right. So I'll give you a tip that has helped me a lot while facing interviewers. When I go for an interview, I don't expect a job from there. I so my first attempt is, I'll go and face it. Whatever knowledge I have, I'll share that. Because from my experience, the moment I go for an interview based on that I need this job, there are high amount of chances that I'll become nervous and I end up making a blunder in the interview. So generally, my technique is, whether I get this job or not, I just want to perform. So I'll prepare all the questions, I'll prepare the answers, and I'll go with the confidence, with no hope that I'll get this job. So that's the best uh, I had. So this is something that.
Sir, unmute yourself, sir.
Okay, sorry. So today there is no power at my place, so it is a lot of struggle connecting. So it gets disconnected after, because I'm connected with a tab, so it disconnects me after some time. I don't know why this problem is happening. Okay, to answer Sinchana's question, one is, you prepare yourself that these are the kind of questions they're going to ask. So there is one theory known as 8 by 73. So it's an objection handling theory. and lot of videos are available in that context, right? So that's an objection handling theory. So if you find time, try studying about it. That will give you a different context, a different idea. So 8 by 73 rule says that any human mind is able to ask 8 objections in one go. If you clear those 8 objections, whatever your negotiation has been, or if you are selling a product, so in interview you are selling yourself, you're selling your skills, right? So a interviewer can come up with maximum of eight questions, right? So if you face those 8 questions, you'll end up getting a job, right? So before attempting that interview, you identify those 8 objections that can come, right? So for me, the objections that I get, that the given the age you have, how do you have so much experience? So what all you did? So I end up getting those kind of questions, right? So you can prepare yourself, because I know from my CV I'll get this kind of questions. I generally get questions about salaries. So what, uh, how, why was your earlier organization paying you this, right? Because I've been from last 5 6 years, I've always been in the leadership position. So you can predict the salary that I draw from every organization, right? So they generally end up asking salary related questions. So they're not able to digest at young age I'm at the position of responsibility. So these are the kind of objections that I get. So I've made a list of objections that I get, and I try to answer them. So I'm well prepared before that. So these are the questions I'm going to get, and if I get, this should be my answers. So this is how I prepare the objections. So if you have answers to those questions, the nervousness will go away. Right. So the only method is you prepare yourself. That's the only way. Am I able to answer you, Sinchana?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Sinchana, you are in first year right now. I
No,
suppose you are in
sir.
first.
I'm in second year
You are
BBA.
in second. Okay.
Yeah.
So this semester I'll be taking classes to the final year students. So for them I'll be preparing. For you, maybe from the fifth semester. For your batch, I'll be taking some classes from the 5th semester. So in that I'll prepare you. So we'll have lot of mock interview sessions. We'll have mock interviews. So that will uh, help you beat your nervousness.
Yes, sir.
So the mock interviews will be taken by some of the experts from the industry, who are my good friends and might also recruit you in that mock interview process only. So yeah, will you have sufficient time? So I'm worried only for the final year student at the moment, because they have only less time, around 4 to 5 months, and we are in the lockdown phase. So I guess. So how many of you are in final years attending this session? Okay, Sayyid. Sayyid, you have to tell your team members that we have less time. We have only 3 to 4 months to prepare you. So whoever is not preparing for CAT, GMAT, the higher education part, ask them to be regular with these sessions, because for you we are going to deep dive, and if you are not prepared, you won't get selected. So that's my only worry. And the placement records also affect the institute also. So we want you to get placed. So for the final years, I've got 6 companies by now for your final year placement, and the average package that they are offering. So minimum package they are offering is 3.5, and average is somewhere 6 lakhs. Right. So if somebody is paying you 6 lakhs, they are expecting quality, and quality will come with preparation. Right. So all final year students, now you have to be focused. You have no choice. Right. And for second year, we'll prepare you from. So we'll have a year to prepare you. So we'll ensure that the nervousness, all this part goes away. So all the preparations are on point. This is what we are going to do. This is the plan. Any more questions you have for me? Any more
So
questions?
I have a question.
Yes, Sinchana.
So if we go to the small companies for the interview, sometimes we don't get any particular idea about the company, like history of the company or what the company is good at. So how can we prepare for that situation?
How small company you are applying to? Are you applying to a 10 to 15 employee team or a 50 employee team? That
No,
also
sir. If
matters.
we go to the internships for the small
Interview,
companies,
right?
yeah.
So this time, whatever companies we brought, everybody had website. Everybody had uh, good information on their LinkedIn page. So I'll recommend that you go through their LinkedIn page because that would be the most updated one. Even if it's a small company, they'll maintain a LinkedIn page. Till the time it's not a family business, because family businesses are laid back, so they are happy with the business they are doing, right? But if it's a corporate kind of setup, let's say companies like Kidvento, it's a small company, but they have a very good website, they have very good LinkedIn page, so you will find a lot of information from there, right? Because why I'm recommending LinkedIn, of being a simple reason for creating a website, it has some cost and it needs a regular update. But whereas LinkedIn profile is user friendly, they even one of the team member can go and update their LinkedIn page. So on LinkedIn you'll find a proper information about the company if they don't have a website. So that's the two way you can look at. And if they don't have a LinkedIn page and a website, then try to connect with somebody from that company who is not at a very senior level or not at a junior level. Second step is you can ask the HR department to share some documents before you attempt the interview, and they'll be more than happy to share. Right? Generally, so I was a part of recruiting in a government firm, so I was in the panel of recruitment. If you see the government companies, the internal team of that company won't hire. They'll set up a panel of external members because they want to keep the interview process unbiased, right? So I was part of a recruitment company of a PUC company, and it was kind of a small company, and so the people applying to those companies were asking the HR team, can you share few documents? And they were happy to share, right? Because if you know well about the company, you'll be able to perform in the interview, and everybody gets an idea whether you should be selected or not. The moment you say, I don't know much about the company, but I know about the position, then they'll ask you, okay, we'll take one more round of interview. You come prepared, we'll share the documents, and the process increases. So they also like that you share that you don't know about the company. They'll be happy to share. So three ways
Yeah.
you can do
Thank
it.
you, sir.
And the
Sir,
HR teams are generally very good. They're kind enough to help you. Yes, Adnan.
so the most common questions they have asked in the interviews are like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So how will you answer these questions in a better way?
Right. So this is again a behavioral question. They want to understand. One is after 5 years whether you'll stick to the same company or not. This is what they want to understand. Number one, right? So your answer should be around this topic, around this point, right? And if not that company, will you be able to stick to the same industry? Let's say you are applying to Hyatt hotels, right? They want to know, understand, one is for how long you want to be part of that organization. Second is they also want to understand whether you want to stick with the same industry for a longer time or not. Right. So these are the two questions. These are the two answers that they want to understand from you. Right. So your answer should be based around that. So this is what they're trying to find out from this question.
Thank you, sir.
So answer has to be personal. I cannot give you an answer, but I can share what they're expecting. Yeah. Any more questions that you want to ask? Any questions?
Playing from emergency only.
Any questions? Any questions you want to ask?
Sir, I have a question, but not related to interview.
Ask.
Sir, will you suggest us to, invest in crypto for the long term? Does crypto has a future or what, sir? Just wanted to know.
Is everybody clear with the interview process? Any questions that you want me to answer? Any questions that you have? No questions? So Syed, I'll come to answering your question. Just a second.